So let's talk about the design. This isn't OneAudio's first rodeo when it comes to budget-friendly headphones. These actually have 4.5 stars on Amazon with over 7,000 customer reviews. So let's see why people hold these in such high regard. So much of the structure is built from a plastic polymer and finished in silver. OneAudio have added some really nice fine details that I appreciate. Stuff like the thumb grip here for extending the headband and the radial pattern on the back of the ear cups that look particularly nice when the light hits them. And you will also notice there's a contrast between a matte finish, a glossy metal finish, and also brushed surfaces on the aluminium headband. And the great thing about products like this is they're very lightweight, and this means they're more comfortable. And do you know what would make this more comfortable? Vegan leather and memory foam on the headbands and ear cups, and that's exactly what we got here. And my personal opinion, after prolonged usage of the A70 Fusions, is they're very comfortable. You almost forget they're there after a little while. I didn't suffer any wearing fatigue. I will say they are pretty large, particularly when you wear them like this around your neck, but that's to be expected with over-the-ear headphones. Going back to the details, we have this really nice embossed OneAudio logo across the top of the headband, similar to that we see on the Beats by Dre. And there's also a good amount of printed branding in various locations on the headphones. And there's also printed L&R inside the ear cups, which have a nice padded lining, I might add. And this just lets you know what orientation they should be in before you start listening to some good vibrations. And here's another really nice standout design feature, in my opinion. It's the locking mechanism on the 3.5mm headphone jack. Of course, this will only work with the provided cable that comes with it, but once you screw it in, it's really locked in there and it's very solid. So there'll be very minimal chance of any damage taking place inside the port. There's also a micro USB port on the left ear cup for charging and physical buttons for volume up, volume down, and power. And that also doubles up as a Bluetooth pairing button. And if you're worried about this getting damaged whilst transporting it, you'll be happy to know there is a 24-month warranty on these if you sign up via OneAudio's link when you buy them. And there's also a nice little carry case that comes with it that won't protect it from any hard knocks, but it will stop it from getting scuffed up. But check this feature out. This is something unheard of. Well, to me it is anyway. The OneAudio A70s have 2 headphone jacks, which might seem like a crazy design choice. But check this out. Have you seen Spider-Man Far From Home, where Peter wants to watch a movie with MJ on a plane using an analog splitter for the in-flight entertainment system? Well, if he had a pair of these, he wouldn't need that, because these headphones have an incredibly unique feature in the sense that they can daisy chain audio to other headphones via the 6.5mm audio jack. So you can stream Bluetooth audio to the A70s and use a cable to wire that sound to another set of headphones. And it can be any set of headphones that have an analog input. And you can also use 2 cables at the same time. So one for one device and another for another device, and actually mix the sounds in the headphones. Now, having a little bit of a history with old school vinyl record decks, I can actually see how this feature could be handy for some aspiring DJs out there. Now, when it comes to the actual audio components, this seems to be an area where OneAudio have spent quite a bit of R&D money. We've got 40mm drivers, which deliver a 20Hz to 20kHz frequency response range. The 20Hz, which is the lower frequency range, is quite significant because on paper, that means these headphones should have a really impressive bass output. And I will tell you what I think of that when we get to the sound section. There's also a Bluetooth 4.2 chip inside, which means you'll get really good quality and stable wireless connection that on paper can reach up to 10 meters line of sight. So connectivity shouldn't be an issue with these headphones. But here's the reason why I think OneAudio have called these the Fusion, is because the A70s are wired wireless hybrid. So that 3.5mm to 6.5mm cable that comes with it opens the door to a lot of possibilities for the A70s. So this cable is reversible, which means you can plug these headphones into pretty much any audio equipment, for example DJ mixing desks, as I already mentioned, as well as electronic instruments like guitars and keyboards. And here's another hardware feature worth noting. There is a 650 milliamp hour battery built in that can last up to 72 hours of audio playback over Bluetooth. That's like a better than flagship feature there. And when they finally run out of juice, they will take 2.5 hours to fully recharge.